Good afternoon, I'm Raylene Ramsey. This is your afternoon news fix for Monday, the 9th of June. A funding boost for tourism marketing is expected to deliver New Zealand an extra 72,000 visitors over the coming years. Here's senior political reporter Sophie Trigger.
Minister Louise Upston's announced a $13.5 million injection into Tourism New Zealand, targeting Australia, the United States and China. Upston says around 14% of international holidaymakers are directly influenced by Tourism New Zealand's activity. And the investment's expected to generate $300 million in spending, creating jobs and economic growth.
Funding comes from the International Visitor Conservation and Tourism Levy over the next year and builds on recent investment in tourism marketing for more short-term arrivals. Investigations continue into an unexplained death in Wellington's Newtown over the weekend. Emergency services were called to a Mansfield Street property about 7 p.m. on Saturday, and locals may notice more police out and about. Fiery protests continue in LA over raids and deportations of undocumented migrants, with Donald Trump deploying the National Guard in force. It's the third day of demonstrations over the president's extensive crackdown. Protests have caused widespread road closures, including a major freeway, with videos showing smoke and flames from burning vehicles. CNN's Kyung La says LA law enforcement are worried as demonstrations intensify.
When I look at some of these protesters, they are not resembling the people who were here when all of this began earlier this morning in Los Angeles.
Believe Health New Zealand's claim Auckland's Seeger House is underutilised doesn't stack up. It suggested closing the specialist psychotherapy service for complex mental health needs and reinvesting the resources in the community. A petition launched on Friday in opposition has hundreds of signatures. The PSA's Fleur Fitzsimon says closing makes no sense and the facility is being blamed for an issue Health NZ's created.
Seeger House is underutilised because the rules for referral were changed. The need is there. It needs to be recognised for the important role it plays.
Our Defence Force has no comment on an Australian Navy ship accidentally blocking wireless internet and radio services in parts of New Zealand last week. MB told The Guardian the HMAS Canberra interfered with a free-of-charge shared spectrum band available to all for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. There was an unrelated chorus fault on Friday that cut internet to thousands in the lower North Island and Hawke's Bay. Intelligence expert Paul Buchanan says our military has nothing to say.
They said they contacted the Australians. The Australians took care of it. End of story. See you later.
To sport. Ryan Fox is making a name for himself as the master of the playoff on golf's PGA Tour. The Kiwi number one has won his second tournament in a month, adding the Canadian Open to the Myrtle Beach Classic last month. Mark Robinson's pinpointing family as the biggest reason behind his decision to step down as New Zealand Rugby Chief Executive at the end of this year. The Thunder have levelled basketball's NBA Finals at one game apiece, beating the Indiana Pacers 123-107 in Game 2 in Oklahoma City. That is your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.